Coming up, Donald Trump visits Costa Mesa. We were able to sit down with Nicole, an OCC student who documented her experience at his campaign rally and got an insight on all the chaos.
Plus, OCC students are gearing up for the home stretch of this semester. With only 4 weeks left, we asked students what professor has impacted their experience the most here at OCC. All that and more coming up on Pirate News Network.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 10th edition of PNN. I'm Nguyen.
And I'm Mallory Sullivan. On Thursday, GOP frontrunner Donald Trump held a campaign rally at the Pacific Amphitheater at the OC Fairgrounds in Costa Mesa. Our field reporter Leslie Ruiz was able to sit down with OCC student Nicole, who attended the event and documented her experience during the chaos at the rally.
Overall, my experience at the rally was, I think, mainly shocking, just at the amount of people that actually attended and how many protesters there were, how big the riot got, and how many students and familiar faces I saw there too, because the rally was right down the street from the school. So a bunch of people I knew went and attended there, and it was just crazy. It was a really crazy night.
How crazy did it get?
Ridiculously crazy. I realized that there are a lot of types of people in the world that you didn't even know existed, and there's just a lot of ignorance going on right now, a lot of blindness, and it's kind of scary.
I'm Leslie Ruiz with Pirate News Network. Back to you in the studio.
On April 27th, the Student Life Committee, ASOCC, and the Student Health Center worked together to hold OCC's Awareness Day on the topic of sexual assault. Survivors and victims spoke at this event, and many vendors also participated to raise awareness for this important issue.
Today is Awareness Day. It's an event that's held every spring semester. We're having speakers. We also have vendors out here informing people what consent is and what rape is and the legal definition of it and whatnot, and trying to really make it clear to students to help them for the rest of their lives.
I'm actually a survivor of sexual assault. I was a student at UCLA and raped while I was a student there, and so for me personally it's really important for me to continue to speak and bring awareness to this.
This event is aimed to educate students on what consent means. You know, it's more than just saying no. The event here is also to educate students about the resources that are available to them.
OCC is holding a groundbreaking ceremony for its new recycling center on Friday from noon to 1:30 p.m. near the Adams Avenue parking lot in the current recycling center. This new LEED certified center comes complete with solar panels, organic composting, state-of-the-art classrooms, and new administrative offices.
The recycling center's been here since 1970, and it was kind of designed as a non-profit drop-off center for the community and for OCC, but we've really outgrown that function right now. We serve over 300 customers a day. Well, it's going to allow more community members to come and use our program. We're going to go from 8 parking spots to 45 parking spots. We're also going to have 2 classrooms where we're going to be able to teach environmental sustainability courses. We're going to also have an area to demonstrate organic gardening and composting and other green living practices.
On Wednesday, OCC Piano Scholarship winners performed classical masterworks in the OCC Music Recital Hall. The Piano Scholarship recipients received full tuition for weekly private piano lessons with the college faculty members.
I mean, it gives them an opportunity to perform for an audience. It gives us an opportunity to tell that audience of our community members and donors, this is what your donations and your time and support are producing. It's a culmination and a reward for all their many hours of practice and preparation.
It gives us a chance to actually showcase what we worked so hard on. Endless hours, whether it be at home in the practice room. It gives us all the opportunity to give back to our families, to the community, to the college, to other students, to other faculty members. You know, so I think that's what makes the scholarship showcase very important to us.
With the spring semester coming to an end, OCC students are preparing to transfer out or sign up for next semester's classes. We took this opportunity to ask students what their favorite professor is and why the professor impacted their experience here at OCC.
My favorite class is probably Hip Hop 1 and 2 with Zach. He's an awesome teacher. He does like the best choreography in hip hop that I've ever seen. Like, super creative. It's kind of fast paced, so it's a little bit much, but he's such a wonderful dancer and he's such a good teacher.
My favorite teacher here was Jill Parcells. She was my anatomy professor. She was always staying after in her labs, like 30-40 minutes even, just to answer questions. She would have open labs on the weekends. She just cared a lot.
My favorite professor is Guido Sadowski. He's a kinesiology professor. He like goes to the ends of the earth for his students. Like, he's super inspiring just to be like a genuinely nice person, be on time. Like, he teaches a lot of great life lessons.
My favorite teacher was Craig Bright because he was really inspiring and he would always come in class with a really good attitude. He taught me a bunch of useful skills that I use till this day, every day.
And that does it for this edition of PNN.
You can follow us on Twitter or email us with any questions or comments you may have.
From all of us here in the studio, thank you for tuning in.
And we hope to see you on our next edition.